Here's some of the most common mistakes I see beginners making for their pull-ups. Number one being, trying to be too strict with their form. Now, I'm not talking doing some CrossFit bullshittery here, but I think we all see the military/marine pull-ups and think you have to start from this beautiful dead hang with a pause, then into the pull-up. The hardest bit of the pull-up is starting from that horrible bottom position, whereas once you're moving, you get a lot more good quality reps if you just allow yourself to start a little bit looser, or even with a little bit of jump to get to the top, because then you'd be surprised with a bit of an eccentric how many more reps you might be able to get. And one of the best things for pull-ups is getting more quality reps in. So anything that lets you get more reps or more practice is only going to help your pull-ups. And number two is taking every set to failure. I know I talk quite often about having to like really push as close to failure as you can, but for pull-ups, again, we're trying to get as many good reps as we can. So if that first set I take it to true failure, say that's 5, then I only get like 2, then 1, I'm only going to get like 8 reps that set. Whereas if I get 3 sets of 3 quite comfortably, or 4 sets of 3, I'm going to get a lot more practice. So you don't want to start by going absolute failure on that first set, especially when there's so many other things that'll fatigue before your lats on pull-ups. Keep the other things fresh by like keeping a couple of reps in the tank, then you get a lot more total sets in and a lot more total reps. It means a lot more practice, then that means your pull-ups can get better a lot faster. Even if that means you can only do 2, do singles. Do lots of singles and get used to them. I used to have some clients doing 10 sets of singles, and that helped get their pull-ups a lot better. Emma has done some high volume pull-ups and it did really work. And number 3, kind of links in that first one about being too strict, is starting from a true dead hang without any engagement of the shoulders. We don't have to, actually I'll do it this way. You don't have to be this position, and then you definitely don't want to be that position. My shoulders aren't engaged at all. I want to almost be in that kind of position where I've got my shoulders engaged, they pull down slightly, then I can pull from there, but I don't have to go to a dead hang and relax it. I want to start from there with my shoulders engaged, then pull straight in the rep. Same thing, you're not trying to work on the ability to shrug our shoulders down. That's not what we're trying to get stronger. I'm trying to do a pull-up. I'm trying to work on my lats and a bit of arms or a bit of forearms, but predominantly my back. So I want to work those muscles that are bringing my elbow down, not the ones that are shrugging my shoulders back down. So start with the shoulders almost in that middle position, engage the shoulders a bit in there, then pull from there. Don't relax the shoulders at all during the reps. Number 4, and quite a common one, especially if people came from only doing lat pull downs, is that they just flare their elbows. They go to do a pull up, then they like pull out like that, and they'll never get the height. So they'll have a half decent strength to get started, and then all they do is like they pull out, and then they kind of stop there. Try to think about it. He's trying to, one, you're trying to pull your chest up, but I'm trying to drive my elbows down at the same time. Don't flare them out. You're not trying to start to do a muscle up. Keep yourself under and almost drive the elbows straight down as you're doing the pull-ups. And the last one is leaning back too much. Sometimes this is a problem of you doing too much banded work. Like I use bands of clients all the time, but there's problems that come with it. Sometimes that is, it'll force you to lean back too much, and you can kind of get away with it a bit with bands. But if you think the strongest muscle for doing your pull-ups or chin-ups is my back muscles. What they're doing is pulling my elbows down. So if I go from here, then I lean back too much and pull, my back's almost done its job, but I'm still well under the bar. My arms have got to do everything and then pull me in. It's all then arms and shoulders to pull me in, or forearms. Whereas I want to be from here, if I lean back there, so see how my lats are done, and I'm nowhere near the lockout, I want the back to be pulling through the whole rep. So I'm aiming to be nigh on straight up and down, as if I'm trying to pull my chest up to meet the bar. There's a slight lean back, but only enough to get my chin out the way. Don't lean back all the way, you're just going to cut your back off too soon, and you'll literally lock out here, this far off the top. We don't count half reps around here. The most important thing for pull-ups is trying to get good, clean reps. So if you only can get to there, you're never going to get stronger. So focus on big range of motion, keeping stable throughout, keep your shoulders almost backing down in neutral engaged position, and try to think about it as I'm trying to pull my chest up to meet the bar. I'll stay stable, you'll get a better pull-up, you'll get a lot more reps. Bonus tip, don't ever do kip and pull-ups. Just don't. There's no need. Unless you want to do CrossFit, the only effective thing that kip and pull-ups is good for, maybe for teaching you how to do a muscle-up for the first time, 2, for being good at CrossFit. Nobody wants to be good at CrossFit. You don't want to be good at CrossFit, trust me. If you do want to be good at CrossFit, don't follow my page.